Hello everyone, welcome to SpeakMind SAP series. Today we are going to start our first video with SAP introduction and we'll go on further and welcome to each one of you for the new series and for most of you have might have already little knowledge or more knowledge on SAP, but for those who are new to SAP world, I'll start with SAP introduction and then go with other features of SAP and then the ABAP. So SAP is a software which is abbreviation for systems, applications, and products in data processing. It is one of the world's leading enterprise software systems used by organizations to manage business operations across finance, sales, supply chain, HR, and more. And it is core for large companies, I would say, because those have like millions of transactions every single day, and they have large, huge data sets and wide range of companies to maintain under single brand. So for them, the SAP is go-to software, and for small to mid-sized enterprises, they have their own customized softwares, and slowly, with the business is growing, they'll be coming to SAP. So it's basically like centralized system where every organization can adapt to, and each organization will have different departments like sales, HR, marketing, manufacturing, etc. So they all can use the same software without need of duplicating the data in each department. So that's the basic point of why SAP has introduced. And when coming to SAP ABAP, SAP ABAP is SAP's proprietary programming language. It was derived from COBOL and has a SQL touch. It is the primary programming language to write code or develop applications in SAP. Now coming to SAP ABAP, ABAP stands for Application Advanced Business Application Programming, which is as I said earlier, proprietary software by SAP. And in this playlist, we'll explore the topics on what to learn in ABAP, for example, in ECC and HANA. So we'll start with basics like introduction to SAP and SAP ABAP architecture, data dictionary, tables, data elements, and domains, basic reports, internal tables, work areas, control structures, and then we'll go to advanced ABAP where we use object-oriented concepts, ALV reports where we use the object-oriented ALV with the standard class method structures. And then we can go for enhancements. How do we create enhancement and user exits in the system? And then we can go for different type of forms, smart forms, Adobe forms, and little touch on scripts. Then in advanced REST we'll be talking about CDS views and AMDP, and then later performance tuning techniques, analytics, and RAP models. And finally, we'll end up with IDOCs, basics, and file handling and interfaces, job scheduling, or data services for UFI. So that's all about our content in this playlist. And going further, I'll be updating it or changing it. Since this is our first video, I would like to make it as simple as possible. And I'll give you a overview on the SAP system as well. So for now, we'll be going with SAP tool for some time, and then we'll go into data dictionary. So I'll use the annotations here. So here, uh, yeah. So this is the home screen or main screen of SAP, which we call as SAP Easy Access screen. Easy access in the sense we can easily access the SAP menu from here, and if you have any favorite transactions that you can add up here. And here we have a standard menu that was given by SAP. So here we have multi-bank connectivity, office, cross-application components, logistics, accounting, human resource information service tools. So this is all based on the SAP system that we take from uh, SAP while configuring the system for a company. These will be taken care by our basis team. So which type of software that we are looking for. And ABAP, when we are talking about ABAP, so we need not much worry much about the um, what business modules or what type of processes the system is going to, because ABAP is pretty much the same transactions and same programs and execution process, everything is same. So here I want to you talk about these fields. So this is called as menu bar. We have different types of menus: user menu, SAP menu, business marketplace. S- mm, Okay. Okay. So here we have let's go. Yeah, here we have a menu bar, which is user. We have user menu, SAP menu, and exam, etc. So we don't use these menus very much because these are like mostly for functional consultants, I would say. Even developers can use it when they have like similar workflow, similar modules, transactions to work with. So, so user menu is basically configured for this user, where it has more transactions related to finance. So this is a test system, and they have some financial kind of thing. And if you go to SAP menu, as I said earlier, this is the same for every SAP user actually. And when you go for business workplace, so it's pretty much the workplace where multiple types of what we can say transactions that happens. So many of you might not be aware of this. I will be talking more about these in the later parts, since it will be in advanced concepts. And now these are the many favorites. So we don't use much about these, but it is a bit helpful, like to see what are the data that we have in the system. Now we'll be going to data dictionary. The transaction for that is SE11. So let's go there. And so whenever we are going to new transaction, we need to place slash and SE11. Okay. And then so this is our screen where we create database table view, data type, type group, domain, such help block object, etc. So here in database table, I want to create a table now, like C employee, and go ahead and create it. So give it short description, employee table. Okay, now to talk about delivery class. So delivery class is nothing but which what type of uh, objects that this table hold, or what type of things that this hold, what service that this does the table deliver. So if you talk about application table, it's master or transaction. So master in the sense it's created for the uh, main events like customer master, material master, vendor master. So master is nothing but he'll be one in the system who will have multiple events. So to talk about that, if you have a customer, let's say McDonald's. So McDonald's is a when we are trying to create a McDonald's data in our system, uh, it is called as master data. But when the transactions are happening, like multiple people are buying the burgers, like drinks and etc., those will come under transaction data. Okay, now for employees or like masters, like the main people, right? So those will not be happening every day. So it's like master data. So anything we can use this one. And this is all different types of data, customizing, temporary data, customizing protected against SAP updates, SAP customer. So mostly we'll be using application table, delivery class. So they'll display maintenance allowed with restrictions. For now, we'll be not keeping any restrictions. Okay. Then we go for attributes. So here we can see last changed and package. Now go for fields. So in every table, when you are creating, the first field should be mandate. M-A-N-D-T. The data element should be mandate. So that is a client actually. Then we can create other fields as we like. So for example, we can create multiple things. Okay, so for employee table, we'll be having so any table it's better to have an employee ID. So EMP underscore ID. Okay, and then for data element, you can just write um, the EMP underscore ID. So and then double click it. If you have one, it will show. If not, you'll be creating it. And so for now, I'll be creating a local object. So we already have an employee ID with 5 characters. So let's use that. If not, I'll show for other fields how we can create it. Okay. And then we have to create first, first name. Okay. Here we can write the name. On description name. So here we can create either domain or you can use built-in type. So I'll create a built-in data type. Also, pretty much it will be characters, right? So I use just like a character string. And what would be the name? Let's say take 20, 20 characters and then save object. So it's asking to print field label. So field label is nothing but when you're showing this any data that is stored under this data element or field in a report program, it shows column names like this in that report. So these are pulled up from the field label. Okay. So why we are having need to maintain short, medium, long, and heading? It means when any user tries to drag this one, these field labels gets changed based on the length of the particular column length. So for example, since we have the same one, we can have name here. And if you ask me, I would say better to put like first name because it is better to view in like first name and last name in separate columns rather than using. Okay, then we can save it and then activate, go back. Then we have to use last name, ZL name. So just put the last name. I use built-in data type as character. Then just 20, enter. Go to field level, page last name, last name, last name. Okay, took everything is taken. Just save it. Project, activate, it activated, then go back. So we have first name, last name, and then we can keep like date of birth, date of joining, department, resignation. So we can create other tables. So okay, we'll just I'll write down ZDOB. Or let's say if we have any DOB standard data element, we can use that as well. So here, if you double click, you can see DOB data element does not exist. Okay. So here we can, it is saying that only SAP can use. So I'll go ahead and create the DOB. You can use insert command when it is overwriting the thing. So here you can write it worth. Now here you can use date is field. Yeah, it's a predefined one, right? So date, just double click here and then click enter. That's it. Save it. Field label. Go here. Try to copy how much ever you can. So here it's saying just say DOB and then enter. That's it. Activate. Go back. Now just create date of birth and then let's say department VDP that create department set go to data type built-in character. Don't want to click every time F4 button, just types H here and then just give some length. That's perfectly fine. Save it, activate it. That's it. And then now designation email. Designation. Designation. Create. Just try to minimize the I mean try to create it faster. So just create char 20 enter save local object activate. So use F3 also to come back. Now what else we need? Designation last date email. Let's see if we have any emails. And no, we don't have. SAP has to update a lot of things. So just go ahead and create a email here. So click enter, those gets populated. Okay. So for email field, okay, only here also let's say save local object, activate. That's it. Come back. Okay, now our employee table is created. Now it's asking for delivery class. So what is delivery class? So delivery class is nothing but whenever we are creating a table or custom table to say, oh, it like it behaves during SAP system upgrades or client copies or transport management, where the table holds on custom application data or system config, like whether the data is transportable, modifiable, or client dependent, how the data should be treated during client copies. So here we have multiple types of data class. So it says application Table means master and transaction data can create and maintain. Use this for the employee. Customizing means configuration or system means. So here we use ABPLO. And buffering allowed, not allowed, but switched off means whenever anyone is making table entries should be no. Log changes is whenever anyone is changing the table entries, we can log those changes. Buffering is like frequently accessed data can be kept in buffer so that it can be easily accessed. So we'll be leave it for now. So now, just save it. Continue, save, just come back. Okay, come back. Then, okay, it's saying specific maintain size category for table. Okay, now, so this should be mandatory, which since the like client should be always primary key and employee ID is a unique number. So we'll keep that as well mandatory. So the size, we can go here and go to technical settings, save this. Size category can be mentioned here. So usually will not be, so we'll be giving 6 one since our data is not so big. We don't have 2000 employees. Some warnings occur, enhancements category, for example. Okay. So the enhancement category is go to technical settings and just say once. So enhancement category is something like whether this table can be enhanced, like adding more fields or any changing the data elements. So what we can see is can be enhanced. Character like means most of the things are characters, or this is a pretty standard one. Just copy it, and then just save it, and then activate it. So this is the way like how we create the table. And now I want to show the one last step here where we create the domain. So for now, we'll create a domain for one of the element. So let's say mm, 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 created by, like who created this uh, employee in the table. Okay, I'll just say created by. So data element create is, then here just q created by field labels. Okay, then come to here. So here we are selecting domain. Okay. Okay. Now you can just give like hmm, domain name. So pretty much we can give the same. So here we'll be giving the same. Just underscore D. Create local object. Create domain. Yeah. So just give created by. So data type should be character and number of characters domain. Where do we need So why we need to create a domain? So domain is like it specifies the data type, line, then value ranges and output formatting. So imagine every table using employed with different lengths and nightmare for joins, right? So domains ensure consistency. You can define check tables, value ranges, MFO, like for gender, conversations. Understand? Meaningful and character. So here you can just say 20 and value range is you can just give here lower limit, upper limit. Like if you take gender, right, you can give single values, male, female. Yeah, so these are things we can use of domain. Save it, local object, activate it, come back, and then activate it. So we'll be creating all these based on the requirements. So that's all, guys, about this thing. We have learned about basics, tables, data elements, and domains. In next video, we'll be continuing with basic reports, internal tables, and work areas. Thank you so much.